The narrator reflects on a critical conversation they had with a kind-hearted teacher named Mrs. Henderson. They recall sitting in her cozy, book-filled classroom after school, where she gently encouraged them to let go of their bottled-up anger and start a new path. The narrator was genuinely moved by her efforts and wanted to believe they could just leave their old self behind and transform into someone calmer and more composed. They remember trying to replace the angry thoughts and harsh reactions with patience and calmness, almost like practicing a new skill. However, as the narrator looks back, they recognize how incredibly difficult the transformation was. They recall that even when they thought they were making progress, a small part of them still held on to that old, familiar anger. It felt like a constant shadow. The most challenging realization for the narrator was the concept of consequences. They thought back to instances where their words had been hurtful, or where they had treated people badly. In those moments, they wanted to erase those mistakes, to make things right. This is where the weight of the realization hit them. They couldn't just magically undo their past actions or the hurt they had caused. The choices they made were final, and the consequences lingered. It was as if they had traded a part of their own character, the well-being of others, for something temporary, and that's it, was final. This leads directly to the narrator's deep realization. You can't buy back what you gave away. They understood that they had freely given away their opportunity to be kind, respectful, or gentle in certain situations, and those opportunities could never be retrieved. This single quote encapsulates the core of the difficulty. The transformation wasn't just about changing their mindset. It was about accepting and living with the finality of their past choices, which proved to be the hardest part of all.
I fold my worries into paper boats. Let the tide decide what stays. Names that burned and mistakes that sank. Drift out past the break of day. The city moves, but the water knows.
Yo, the Munchies take command. I hit the kitchen like a wizard with a mission. Open up the fridge, it's a culinary expedition. edition. Found pickles, Poppy Tarts, ramen, and cheese. My brain said combine them like a chef with a disease. I made a sandwich so tall it needed scaffolding. Added gummy bears for texture, now it's baffling. Poured hot sauce on ice cream, called it fusion cuisine. Even Gordon Ramsay fainted at the crime scene. A microwave soup in the metal bowl. The spark shot out like it wanted my soul. Then I dipped Doritos in a jar of mayo. Took one bite, so God said, hey bro, ayo.
We chef anthem.
I'm making weird weed food, I don't follow no rules. Got a waffle full of Cheetos and some pasta in the pool. If the munchies start talking, I just hand them a spoon. Cause my snacks form a council and they meet every noon. I'm making weird weed food, man, I'm doing the most. Put some jelly on a burger, now I'm calling it toast. If the fridge start whispering, I whisper back too. Don't judge me, bro, you know what I'm going through. Yeah. Now I'm sitting on the couch saying kumquat a lot. Cause the word hits different when your brain's in a knot. Try to say aluminum, came out aluminum numb. My tongue filed a complaint, said bro, what's become of us? I laughed for 20 minutes at the word spatula. Said it 5 times fast, summoned Dracula. Tried to rhyme orange, ended up in a trance. Stared at the wall like it owed me a dance. I said bubble out loud, that was it, I was gone. Sounded like a happy fish trying to sing a song. Then I whispered lasagna like it was forbidden Lord. My cat backed away like I ain't dealing with this anymore.
Every word sounds funny, so I say it again. Like pickle, 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 man, I'm losing my zen. I'm repeating every syllable, I'm stuck in a loop. Trying to freestyle, but it's just scoopity scoop. Every word sounds funny, man, I'm giggling still. Said kumquat once, now I'm laughing at will. If you hear me say bubble, just know I'm not right. I'm linguistically broken for the rest of the night.
Stoner philosophy hour. Now I'm deep in my thoughts like a monk on a hill. Asked my cat, do you think clouds have free will? Stared at my hand like, yo, who designed this? Then I wrote a manifesto on the nature of bliss. I said, if time is a river, who's driving the boat? Then I cried cause my sandwich couldn't stay afloat. That's the lamb, what's the truth? Lamb said, I don't know. But the way it flickered twice felt like a cosmic hello. I Googled why do we exist? Got distracted by bread, then forgot why I Googled and ate cereal instead. Now I'm staring at the ceiling like it's teaching the class. Thinking hard about the universe and also my ass.
I'm thinking big thoughts. Man, I'm deep in the zone. Like what if every sock is just trying to go home? I'm asking big questions with a tiny little brain. Like if the universe expands, does it feel any pain? I'm thinking big thoughts, man, I'm losing the plot. Like if we're all made of atoms, do they miss us a lot? I'm philosophizing hard, man, I'm practically wise. Till I forget what I'm saying halfway through the phrase.
So if you catch me in the kitchen, or I'm mumbling words, or I'm dropping deep truths that sound kinda absurd, just know I'm on a journey through the cosmic unknown, trying to solve the universe while glued to the throne.